So we're going to factor out the GCF of the polynomial 5x squared y cubed plus 15x squared y plus 5x squared y squared. So when we're first trying to pull out the GCF of a polynomial, the first thing we need to do is take a look at our numbers that are in the polynomial. So we see that within our terms, we have the two numbers. We have 5 and we have 15. So the factors of 5 will be 5 and 1. Factors of 15, 1 and 15, and 3 and 5. So we see that the greatest common factor that we have between the two is 5. So we're going to pull a 5 out of our polynomial. We also see that we have two variables that are present in each term. We have the x and we have a y. So we're going to take a look at our x's first. We see that in each term there is an x squared. So we know that we have at least that many in each term, so we can pull that out of our polynomial. We also have y. Now we see that we have a y cubed, we have a y, and we have a y squared. When you have these variables with different numbers as the exponents, we're going to go with the lowest number. So in this case, all we're going to go with is y. Okay? And because we have all of our numbers accounted for, we have each variable that's present in each term, we can now open our parentheses to figure out what can we multiply by this GCF to give us the polynomial that we originally started out with. So in our first term, we have 5x squared y cubed. So because we have a 5 here, we don't have to include that within our parentheses. We have an x squared, so we don't have to include that in our parentheses. But we have a y here and we have a y cubed. So y cubed minus y leaves us y squared. Okay, so now we're going to bring down the addition sign and we're going to start on our second term. So 5 goes into 15 3 times. And we have an x squared here, so we don't have to include that in the parentheses. And we have a y that's present in our GCF, so we don't have to include that either. So we can bring down our addition sign and start on the last term of our polynomial. So we have 5 goes into 5 one time, so we don't have to include that. X squared, we have an x squared here, so we don't have to include that. And the GCF of y and y squared is going to be y. We're going to go with the one that has the lowest exponent, which is y. So y squared minus y leaves you with y. And you can always check your answers by expanding this out again. And once you expand it, you should get the exact same thing that we have here. So we're going to multiply these out. We're going to use a distributive property, and we're going to multiply our GCF by each term that's within our parentheses. So we have 5x squared and y times y squared gives us y cubed. We're going to bring down that addition sign. And 5 times 3 gives us 15. So we only have the 3 here, but in our GCF, we have the x squared and the y, which we have to bring down. And we're going to go with our addition sign. And we have 5x squared and y multiplied by y gives us y squared. So this is identical to what we originally started with, so we know that this is our answer and it is correct.